100 years ago, the young Turk government of the Ottoman Empire decided to deport and eventually massacre somewhere between 600,000 and 1 million plus Armenians. I'm Ron Suni. I'm a professor at the University of Michigan. I'm a historian, an author, and I'm Armenian. By the end of World War I, 90% of the Armenians of the Ottoman Empire are gone, either massacred, deported, or fled. They lost their own historic homeland. They lost a whole civilization, let alone the physical destruction of ordinary people. This is considered the first major genocide of the 20th century. The Turkish government officially denies that this was a genocide. They have argued in different ways. It didn't happen. It was a civil war. The Armenians were rebels. All we wanted to do was deport them. We didn't massacre them. They refused to use the word genocide. My grandfather decided there's no future for Armenians here. We're leaving. His family, all of those who stayed in Yozgat, were killed in 1915.
This region of Artsakh has always been one of the integral regions of the Armenian homeland throughout our history. Thousands of years of history and for thousands of years, this region has been Armenian. In 1920, when both Azerbaijan and Armenia became Soviet republics, at that time they wanted to draw new borders. For very tactical political reasons, Stalin put a lot of pressure on the authorities of the Transcaucasian republics to have both Artsakh and Nakhichevan included in Azerbaijan rather than in Armenia, despite the fact that at that time 97% of the population was Armenian. 97%.
Շատ ուրախ էր, որ մասնակցեցավ այդ կռիվներուն։ Զենք չուներ եւ այնտեղ թղթագիտի մը գնկերանար, ամեն ինչ ցկեց եւ վազեց կռիվին։ Իր կորձը շատ ծանրացած էր։ Գսկայի, գտեսնեի, բայց կզարմանայի, որ իր մեջ ոչ մեկ ընկրկում կար։ Միշտ այսինքն երբեք չսա, որ պիտի ցկեմ ամեն ինչ եւ պիտի կամ չնայած շատ դեպքեր եղան, առիթներ եղան, որ ինքը զզվեցավ։ Իսկապես քանելիք բաներ եղած էին իրեն համար։ Բայց միևնույն է ինքը շարունակեր եւ ինչպես միշտ կսեր եւ միշտ փորձած է իր կյանքի մեջ, չեր սիրեր կորզմը գես ցկել։ Անպայման պետք է կորձմը ավարտեր։ Եթե սկսած է, պետք է մինչև վերջ հասցնել։ Իր նպատակները այնքան հեռու գերտային, միշտ կսեր, որ Արցախեն ետք, Նախիջևանեն ետք, Ճավախք եւ անպայման Արևմտա Հայաստան, բռնակրաված հողեր, անպայման։ Կհավատար, որ եթե շատ ուզենք, կրնանք։
Գուզեմ, որ ամեն մարդ հասկանա, թե ինչքան կարևոր է այս պատերազմը մեր ժողովրդի համար, մեր պատմության համար, մեր աբակայի համար։ Մեծ պատմական առիթ է եւ գնենք, որ մեր թշնամին մեզ շատ ավելի ուժեղ է, բայց նորեն մենք առայժմ կհաղթենք որ։
The fear of Azerbaijan retaking control of Nagorno-Karabakh has also drawn in the Armenian diaspora. Dr. Armen Hagobjanian is a surgeon who flew from Los Angeles 2 days earlier. What are the extent of the injuries you're seeing as a result of Azerbaijani attacks here in the hospital?
Absolutely massive. These are not a simple injury that these kids are suffering. Those are 20, 25-year-old kids that are going to defend their own home. They're defending their own country, and they're being blown to pieces by 21st century mighty weapons.
What actually pushed? Okay, all right.
we have to gain justice. And one of the tasks is not to allow this to happen again, because we all know that the goal is against us, is extermination of the Armenian nation. And we should not sit and wait until Artsakh becomes part of our history.
Խաղաղություն բիլա միայն մեր հաղթանակով։ Անկարելի է խաղաղություն տեսնել առանց մեր հաղթանակի։
While Israel continues its gruesome military operation in Gaza, it is quietly waging another war inside the ancient stone walls of Jerusalem's Old City. The target of this assault is not some band of insurgents, but Jerusalem's smallest religious minority, Armenian Christians.
The Armenian presence in Jerusalem has existed for more than a millennia, and it's been bought with blood, sweat, and a lot of sacrifices. So to have it all whisked away is a tragedy for us.
The Armenian Quarter of Jerusalem is home to a 1,600-year-old Christian community. Stones, rock walls, and crosses line their narrow streets.
So since the 4th century, there have been a lot of pilgrims who came here, and over the years, over the millennia, they developed what is now known as the Armenian Quarter of Jerusalem and the Armenian Patriarchate of Jerusalem.
Before October 7th, a corrupt Armenian church leader secretly signed over a giant swath of the priceless Armenian Quarter to Zana Capital, a mysterious real estate firm registered in Dubai. Before the deal was finalized, the Armenian community discovered that Zana Capital's owner is an Israeli-Jewish businessman with countless links to Israeli settler organizations. In addition to Israeli organizations known for carrying out massive land grabs against non-Jews on behalf of Jewish settler development companies. The community canceled the deal, but after October 7th, the company returned, attempting to destroy the Armenian Quarter and take the land by force. On November 5th, Zana Capital and Jewish settlers from the West Bank illegally raided the Armenian Quarter with bulldozers, attack dogs, and automatic weapons, seeking to dislodge the original and legal Armenian occupants.
We gathered up around here and literally stood in front of the bulldozers. My family's presence alone predates the state of Israel. So to use the "we were here before" argument, it doesn't really stick with Armenians over here.
Zana Capital is dead set on claiming this area because of its strategic significance in furthering the Judaization of Jerusalem.
And we've been guarding our presence and heritage over here 24/7, taking shifts, taking time away from our families, our works, our daily lives, and at this point, our sanity.
On April 3rd, representatives of Zana Capital, along with Hilltop Youth, a group of hardline extremist Jewish settlers illegally residing in the West Bank, gathered at the Armenian Quarter's Cow's Garden and began destroying the security outposts that the Armenian community set up to protect themselves and their property. They also assaulted clergy members for attempting to stop the illegal destruction and evictions. As usual, Zana capital and the settlers were accompanied and assisted by heavily armed Israeli police who carried out arrests of Armenian clergy members.
We're dealing with a private company, with the state of Israel, and it's an uphill battle, but everyone over here, their resolve is unmatched, basically. We will stay here to the very end. This is our home, this is our heritage, this is our livelihood, so we will stay here till the very end, no matter the consequences.